There you go. Yeah, it's so a lot of what I'm working on, writing on, we're working in my personal is the same thing we've kind of been talking about in the midst of the movement, in the midst of training, always work at being calm and calmer, always be relaxed, being grounded, centered. And a lot of that just, especially as can use the Qigong as kind of a base, how to stay grounded, how to stay connected while you're moving. And then start to take that that awareness with you through your day-to-day life, of course, just let it continue to build, but also in your training. And and it's a very different kind of energy when somebody's really coming at you with bad intent. It's a very different kind of energy. And that's kind of hard to replicate unless we continuously pressure test and maintain that calm centeredness. And as soon as we start to move in any direction, we start to engage with our senses, we kind of tend to lose that awareness of being centered and grounded. And so part of the idea with the Qigong and using this movement and then incorporating that into our day-to-day lives is that we want to take that same sense of being grounded, conscious, and aware, moving from our dantian, having our mind in our heart, and make that part of our day-to-day life. There's an old saying that says that let your martial mind be your regular mind and your regular mind be your martial mind. And that always kind of really struck me. And the first reading of that almost sounds like you got to walk around going, I'm all ready for battle. And we always want to be aware and vigilant. But really, for me, the real strength of that came into making the regular mind, the martial mind, the same. In other words, you stay calm and relaxed. You can't walk around in a hyper stressed state. We know what that feels like. If you're in fight or flight mode and you're always in fight mode, you're going to burn yourself out. But now stay in this calm, relaxed, centered, grounded, but still your spirit is still alive and raised. You're not apathetic. You're not, lazy. You're not lackadaisical in your movements. Your hands are not just down when you get punched in the face when something happens. Your spirit is raised, but you're still very calm. You're still very relaxed in that moment and monitoring. So you're just focused on your movement and you're focused on the interaction. And that becomes part of what's key, is that if you're focused on the interaction and you're focused on making it as effective as possible, then you're moving from intuition, you're moving where thought and activity are the same. There's no real lag where you're trying to think, okay, what am I going to do now? You're not, all that happens all in that present moment, where you're already figuring out, just kind of intuitively what's the best reaction. You move faster. And we see this, I noticed it, playing with Jessie, my dog. She's Shepherd Husky Mix. She's very, very active, very alive. And we go playing with her, she's always just moving just out of range, always. And she's fast, it's quick. She's not, we've learned a lot of fighting styles come from animals. I just had always noticed when I was playing with her, she was always relaxed but could move quickly, and she moved with her whole body. And that's part of where we want that mindset we want to work on. And the Qigong helps, but then you've got to take that into the rest of your life, but also the rest of your training too.
That's good. That's really good.
So yeah, that was, and that's kind of where I've been building a lot on listening to that, using the Qigong and the lessons we learn from that Qigong to stay centered, stay grounded within all of our life. And it takes the constant vigilance to do that at first, because at first we're, you can be in a meditative state and feel great when you're sitting here in meditation, and all of a sudden you get out into the world and you lose it in traffic. You find the guy who runs slow. All right, well, you got to take those lessons with you and, kind of learn to not be so reactive to things and, have that pause between, stimulus and response. And you learn to just kind of stay centered and stay grounded. And now, there's the best test for that is in the martial world, because now we have, fists coming at you, feet coming at you, elbows coming at you, people wanting to do your intent. How do you stay calm and not rechannel that energy, so you're not using anger, but you're using something deeper, something that can still have emotional content, but doesn't have to be as destructive as an anger emotion is. And so you learn how to keep your spirit raised. You learn how to stay focused, but still be calm. And it's an art form. And it's where mastery comes in.
Yeah, that's real good. And I hear through everything I hear you saying, it's like awareness, right? Being more aware. And I was funny. I was talking to PJ yesterday about it in class. I was like, that chi ball. It took me almost 8 months to really find it and move from Dantian. PJ was like, yeah, I kind of got it pretty instantly. So everyone, you always say this, everyone has their own path, right? Everyone, it took me 8 months and he got it in a month, so just that awareness, knowing that I'm still doing this and I'm getting better day by day it's really important.
Yeah. And it's those things. It took me months before I could truly say I could feel that energy, and I mean, it was months of practicing. And I went through different kinds of Qigong where, with different flows and different teachers to kind of learn. And I did a, incredible amount of reading and study, but it's the practice. And it's one of the reasons I actually really fell in love with the 5 element Qigong that we do here. It's the base of what we do. I've kind of interjected some other things in between, but because it's where I really could feel that harnessing of the awareness and the consciousness, to feel that energy. But yeah, it's all about awareness. So let's get busy doing some, since I know you're going to step away. PJ's got a showing this morning, so.
Okay.
Let's see if we are. Yep, we can see. Move this down a little bit. All right, too much. All right, we'll do it here. All right, just to get us started, both hands. Actually, in here, just step out so that your feet are just underneath you. They don't have to be heels together. Just deep diaphragmatic breathing. Put your line lower down chin. Start to feel that chi ball as well. Just feel that, focus on feeling that energy. As you feel it down in your lower down chin, also just let that energy expand out all around you, outside your body, kind of forming a bubble. So let your awareness go from deep inside lower down chin, but also now begin to expand out. Scan your body for any tension from the head to the toe. Tension in the forehead, tension in the back of the neck, let it go. Along your shoulders and traps. Now we do wave breathing. So right hand stays lower down chin, left hand comes up to heart, and breathe so that you feel your belly expand. Push down so you feel your ribs expand. You raise your chin slightly and you want to fill all your lungs up, and you want to feel where you Feel the air fill your lungs behind your hands, and then reverse that. Exhale, upper chest, ribs, lower dantian. And repeat. Inhale. And exhale. Sometimes when you raise your chin, we do that so we can fill more air, but still keep a lot of your awareness in your lower dantian, so you're really filling your lungs with air. You should be able to feel the lower lobes begin to feel as well. One more deep breath. Drop the hand down. Connect with the breath. Now drop your hands into Wuji posture. So my palms, back of my palms are face forward. Feel like maybe I have like tennis balls in my armpits, so everything's just kind of rotated out a little bit. My knees are slightly bent, my tailbone's tucked in, crown of my head is suspended from the ceiling, chin tucked in a little bit. I want you to breathe into lower dantian, but also expand your awareness again so that you're feeling the spaces within your body and around your body. You're just expanding your awareness, moving both in inner as well as outer.
In class, what are you doing? No, I'm in class. I don't know what's that.
Yep, so we're standing that Wuji, which is nice, relaxed, back of palms facing towards the front. Feel the spaces within your body, but also feel the spaces outside your body, between arms, torso, on the other, outside of your body. So you want to focus on both inner and outer. All right, kind of relaxed. Start to feel that energy in the palms of my hands while going. So now we're just going to go swing back and forward. Knees are facing forward. Nice and relaxed. Just let your hands move. But keep your focus in the lower dantian and keep your focus on your body. Just feel the spaces that your body moves through. You're just looking at building awareness. Now you start to, one hand hits the lumbar, one hand hits lower dantian. Take it up and start hitting on lung one just by the shoulder. So that crease right by the shoulder. Relax a little bit. Let the hands float through the air again. Let them stop on their own. Now start to knock on the body. Wake the body up. Kind of enlivening all the nerve endings. Come across at the 1, and come down. Start doing circles around lower dantian. Starting with my left, moving to the right. Up the center, down, go over to quad hip flexors. Spread the legs out a little bit. Then hit on the kidneys, waking up kidney energy. Down the back of the glutes. Up the inside, down the back side. Again. Come up. From the other side. Come down the back of the arm. Come up. And go down the inside of the arm. Come up the back of the arm. Now just kind of brush energy away. And we're going to relax, then we're going to bounce. Terrific little exercise for the lymphatic system. All the same, all the while, your focus is your mind and lower dantian. Stay nice and relaxed. All right. Settle it down. Now do a little spinal cord breathing. So we'll come up as you really press out, shoulders down, try and press out mentally through the shoulder joints, extending into the elbows. This is my inhale. Exhale, I'm going to roll forward. I'm going to tuck my tailbone in, bend my knees, collapse my chest, roll my forearms together, come here. And then this is my exhale, inhale. Press the chest out, still filling from the lower dantian. Exhale. Inhale. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, as you inhale, turn to your left. Your feet are still facing forward, so you're feeling your spine. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, up to the right. One more time to the left. Float the hands up. Float the hands down, connecting with your energy centers. Right hand comes up, turns, pushes away. Left hand cuts right across the chest, If you're pushing to the right, you're looking to the left, so you're getting the stretch. Bring everything in for the inhale, exhale, press out, look away. When you're doing this, you're wanting to relax the shoulders, relax the elbow, the wrist. Now go the other way. Inhale, press to the left, look to the right. You're feeling the stretch in the neck, so the eyes continue to look behind. I'm going to exhale and pressing away. I'll get extra torque if with my eyes I try and look behind me. One more time. Bring hands down, lower down 10. Now, as I'm going to turn, look behind me and down about 10 feet behind me. My inhale. Exhale, bring it to the front. Look back to the right on the inhale. Really feel that neck stretch in the spine. Sometimes you'll find one side is looser than the other. Pay attention to where the stress is and relax it. The spine is one of the parts of us we want to take the most care of. All right. Now I want you to take your fingers like a bird's beak. So kind of make the bird's beak. Turn it over on its side. Roll your shoulders out and twist up. Now roll your neck to one side. It's like you should feel nice stretch. Some of it depends on also where you carry your stress. My right shoulder blade is where I carry a lot of it. So the trapezius muscle through here, our knee gets really tight, so I'll spend a long time then just focus on that. All right, let your fingers go. Now just press out with your palm. Same thing. You're going to press, raise the middle finger, press out from your palm, but really feel the stretch. And now the last one is I'm going to turn, spiral my hands so my little finger comes up. And when I do this, if I really relax well and feel this spiral with my little fingers pointed towards the ceiling, I'll feel that right along behind the scapula as well. And turn it over. Leave it thumbs up. Turn it back over. So we're getting this. Now bring the palms back in a beak again. Stretch to the other side. Now there's temptation to relax the torque, so you really want to keep his arms torqued, bending to much towards the ceiling. Release bird's beak, press. You want to find where you can get the best stretch through the traps muscles and the neck muscles. And then once again, turning. Turning. Just do one more. Now, one hand, lumbar, right. So your left hand is by the lumbar, right hand comes out. Focus on your palm. Stretch. You know, when I say I'm stretching, I'm kind of, it's relaxed. I'm not using any muscle to relax my shoulder, elbow joints, and wrist. Now come up, spiral. So my little fingers up as if I'm really trying to turn that hand over. Spiral back again. So now it's like a waiter. Bring it in front and down the center. Switch. Right forearm goes back to lumbar. There are times when you'll do this and you can get a read on your body. When I go to do a torque, I want everything connects together, but I want everything relaxed. If I'm doing this spiral here and I'm really causing my body to move, it's too tense. Connect with all your energy points. And then float the hands up, float the hands down. All right, step out. So you've got a good amount of space. You're going to reach down as if you're picking energy up, and then as you come up, connect with each of the energy points: root chakra, sacral, solar plex, heart, throat, third eye, crown. Turn palm up, but then also lean back as far as you're comfortable. Feel where you're tense and learn to relax that. And this is all in the inhale, and you're really stretching through the front. Your exhale, come down all the way to the ground. Inhale. Exhale. As you come up and you're pressing towards the sky, roll the elbows back. So you're engaging all the muscles. Last time. Walk the feet in. Now, like a train coming, when I come up the center, my fingers are pointed back towards me. As I breathe in, I'm imagining I have energy coming up my spine. When I'm coming down the front side, my exhale, I imagine I've got energy coming down the front and exit the perineum. Inhale, come up the spine. Exhale, sending energy down the front. Technically, you're coming up the governing channel, sending energy down the conception channel. Keep imagining that fireball, ball of chi and lower dantian. Now as you come back, stand. And begin to feel that ball of chi, let it pulse. All right, so now you're going to take off at about 11. All right, so we'll focus on lungs. So if you're doing the sound, it's color's white. You really want to focus, deep breath, fill the lungs. And do purging breaths, so we'll come out to the side. So inhale through the nose, tongue is on the roof of the mouth, connecting with energy points all the way up. Press to the ceiling, exhale through the mouth. Inhale and exhale through the nose, builds energy. Exhale through the mouth is purging breath, releasing energy. And now come up. Same thing, connecting. Press, but now hold. And hold your breath. Now you're going to turn the hands over. Exhale, connect all the way down. Crown chakra, third eye, throat, solar plex, the heart, solar plex, sacral, root. Connecting with root to the palms. Hold. Turn hands over. Exhale, connect on the way down. One more time. There we go. Now connect index finger and thumb. Come up the sides. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, feeling the energy, feeling the movement. Very much present moment awareness just in the body, the mind, and the breath. One more time. Drop the hands, bear hose ball in front, the knees bent, elbow tucked in, arms facing up, roof, tongue at the roof of my mouth, chin slightly tucked, a rope suspended from the ceiling, pulling my crown of my head up. Just stand and absorb, just feel. Going to move into kidneys. Kidneys, the color is blue. Sound is joy. So with this, a couple ways of doing this. I can put one hand on lumbar, kind of over by the kidney, and then I'm going to come up with the other, come across. My elbow does not flare out. It stays kind of right by the edge of my body. I bend over. I'm connecting with ground, pulling energy up. I'm going to run down my hand. Inhale, exhale. One more time with a big circle. Now we're going to come down to just by the navel. This is still my exhale. Inhale. Feel the energy and the relaxation as I come down. I can feel it in my palms. I'm going to extend out. And where do I extend? It starts with my connection in the ground through my leg as I sink my weight a little bit. And I can feel that energy coming up through the waist. Extend it out. And I feel the energy in my palm, but I'm relaxing shoulders, elbow joints, wrists. Starting to feel that extension and relaxation, but still empowered. One more time. Now, short, come up, center line, two fingers, connect with lower dantian, stand and absorb. Anywhere you feel tension in the body, relax it. Anywhere you feel tension in the mind, it's resistance, relax it. We'll switch. Left hand now goes onto the left kidney. Right hand comes down, kicks up, extends out, comes back. Once again, my inhale. Exhale. Always connected, always mindful. Feel your body move. Feel the energy in your body move. And all of it resonating from the lower dantian. As you get more accustomed with that, you can also connect the other energy centers like your heart and third eye. Then you have the three treasures. Go short, right by the waist. Last one. You find your mind drifting, bring it back in. Come up center line. Two finger sword. Connect the lower dantian. Stand and absorb. All right, relax that. You can step out a little bit more if you want. We're going to go to liver. So with liver, it's green. Is the sound for it. And with all of these, of course, I don't mention every time, but there's an attitude of gratitude and an appreciation, just positive vibes we're sending with all of this. So with liver, I'm going to come up the side where my liver is located, but also liver and gallbladder meridians are all connected. Gallbladder meridians crisscross the head. So connect with the energy in your body. Let that energy rain. On the other side, I can imagine just feeling, being aware of all the energy in those two meridians. Gallbladder comes up the side, crisscrosses around the head, comes back down. Just feel that energy resonating. One more time. Now, just for fun, we didn't do the standing meditation for the water, so we'll pick that up now. Just bear arms ball behind back. The focus is still, with this, anytime that your shoulders roll back, there's a temptation to do chest breathing. Really focus on lower down chin. Relax the shoulders. And make sure your feet are directly under your shoulders. Bring the hands up. Now we're going to Jianshuan. So my knees are slightly bent. Tailbone tucked in, not spread out, not kicked in, just dropped. Relaxed. Incorporate this standing posture. If you can do a certain amount of this every day, tremendous amount of benefit. Breathe in, float the hands down, float the hands up, float the hands down, float them up, float them down. Come up to the side, right hand in front, left hand in back. Coming down, focusing on the palm, send that energy, letting it work with the meridians in the forearm of the right hand. As I pull this back, when I get to my fingers pointing to the elbow of my left hand, I swoop down, pick up, be on Qigong, come to the front and press. Left hand extends, palm up, right hand palm up, Right hand returns by the chest. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale. Notice it's your mind. Really stretch out and down. This will be our last one on this. Come down. I want you to come back into zone swan. Get centered. Drop your weight into your left hip. Extend the right shoulder. Point with your left hand, your left finger into the palm of your right hand. Feel the energy from your left finger and into the palm of the right hand. At first, just imagine there's energy flowing that direction. You'll be able to feel it. Bring it back to center. Drop into the right hip, right heel. Extend the left hand. Point the finger of the right hand to the palm. In your personal practice, if you really start to, whenever you feel that energy, stick with it. Just feel it, just be aware of it. Come back to center. Put the hands down. With all of this, you learn to become aware of the energies. Eventually, you become aware and you learn to direct it. But first is to just be aware of it. We'll go into heart. I know we've got a few minutes with you. So with heart, we'll come in, come up. We're going to press. Spiral the hands. So it's like we're doing the high block and the push away, or punch and the marshal. There's open hands. This is my right spirals. So I'm then later, my left points right now to the elbow. This hand comes down. This one rolls up. Now bring the hands down. Come up center line. We do cloudy hands. Just connecting with the palm and the heart, exchanging energy, feeling the connection, feeling the flow. Relax the hands. Come up to heart, diamond mudra, press out, stand and absorb. Breathe and relax. One hand lower dantian, your right hand lower dantian. We're going to go into stomach and spleen, yellow. And is the sound. Press out and pressing the hips back. I'm gathering, sending that good energy in through stomach and spleen, sending other energy out, picking up good stuff, sending old energy out, picking up fresh energy. My mind, stomach, and spleen, nice, healthy yellow, attitude, gratitude. Now, once you come in, standing earth. So you want to think about doing 4 or 5 gate breathing. 4 gate breathing. I'm breathing, imagine I'm breathing in. We're still breathing in through our lungs, but at the same time I do, imagine I'm bringing in energy from the earth through my palms into lower dantian and up through my feet, all coming into lower dantian and then compressing that. So my inhale, imagine bringing all that energy in through hands and feet. Exhale, condensing into lower dantian into the energy. You lead energy, you can't push it. If you push it, you're trying to force. If you're aware of it and leading it, it's a different result. 5 gate breathing is also then taking from the crown of your head and sending it down to lower dantian as well. All right, let that go. Come up. And just feel it, just wash yourself in that energy. Connect both hands, lower dantian, bring feet together, just connect. Relax, bamboo, swaying in the breeze. And that, my friend, is today. 9:58 my time.
Thanks so much, Frenchie. And I love the train today leading up to the energy ball. It kind of centered my whole body and mind. So I thought that was a really good new addition. The train we did before we got to yeah. Thank you for that. That's something I can add to my repertoire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of the idea with all these, there's a little, thank you, baby girl. There's always something, that I try and interject. So it gives you an extra little tool that, if you resonate with it, use it. If not, then review some of these and come back at a later time.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Well, thank you again for your time.
Absolutely, man. Have a great day.